LittleVolumeMusicRadio.com. The business knowledge broker out.
Hey, yo, Guru, you ready?
Business, marketing.
Whoa! All right. So we're back here in the studio here at High Volume Music Radio. You know, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the Business Knowledge Broker Hour with Candace Joseph here at High Volume. I'm here every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. And, tonight we're talking about reopening. We're talking about the reopening of states. We're talking about, we're talking about a little bit of everything, right? And, of course, listening to a little bit of Kendrick Lamar along the way, right? I know people are listening and saying, okay, well, why is she playing Kendrick Lamar songs? Well, first of all, in my opinion, Kendrick Lamar is kind of like he's a wordsmith. He's someone that, grabs the people, right? And to me, he hasn't turned too commercial, which is always good. A lot of people like to compare him to Tupac, but I have to say that each artist is their own individual artist. No artist is alike. Just like on this show, I tell people all the time, no business owner is alike. No individual is alike, right? So, I'm going to bring up the mic, and I got, two guests in the studio tonight, right? So I'm going to bring up their mics. First and foremost, I want to say thank both of them for coming in and, helping me out in this second hour because, we've been dealing with a lot of heavy stuff. We've been doing a lot of heavy stuff. Let's make it light a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. So, we're going to make it light tonight, and I'm going to bring their mics up.
Mm-hmm. All right, how y'all doing? Ken Mills here, World of Comedy 5, the FHP. We going to have fun.
Hey, man, it is your boy, Savvy Pop Spit. You know me as Pop Byrd. Some of y'all know me as Corey. It is what it is.
All right, well, I'm going to ask both of my guests to scoot their chairs up a little bit so they can be a little bit closer to the mic, right? I want to thank you guys for coming in and, being in the spot with me, right? Because, we're dealing with a lot of heavy stuff. Right. When I say it's heavy, it's heavy.
I mean, you in here talking about money and numbers and money and how to get your life right and how to get your family right with this legacy building. And, hey, it is some heavy stuff.
But, that's the whole premise of the show, right? Mm-hmm. The whole premise of the show is basically to kind of say, okay, well, hey, I know a little bit of something, and I know some other people that know a little something. Let me put them in a space where they can tell people what they have going on so we can see how we can help each other's legacies grow.
That's right. That's the reason why I'm here. I like to plan and strategize. So the entire time that we've been on this break or hiatus, I hadn't performed. The last time I performed was March the 14th. But I perform every Thursday night on Facebook. I don't want none of your money. You can hold your money so you can spend it real good when you come see me. Because I got food, I got drink, whatever you need.
Yes, sir.
But we going to make you laugh every Thursday. That's my appreciation to my people that love what I do.
Okay, hold on, pause. See, wait.
Uh-oh.
We ain't even did this right. I'm not giving my brother no justice if I don't really let y'all know who this guy is right here. This right here is my middle school buddy. We from the Sandlots, you understand me? I told this man back in the day he was gonna be a comedian. He been having jokes since knee high to a grasshopper, you understand me? And it's just the destiny and manifestation that he is now a comedian. And look where he at. This right here is the FHP. World Comedy of 5. For all y'all high schools and middle schools, this is the man, Ken Mills. He in the building, folks.
And I'd be remiss not to give props to my boy here, Pops Byrd. Pops Byrd is on a different level. He a great strategist. He always been a thinker because we've been taught to be thinkers. At the same time, he trying to move the culture into a different mindset. Do for self. Okay? So all we need to do, what we're doing right now, I call it immobility. Because if we come together and we immobilize, we'll be greater.
And then I call it changing the temperature. Hey, the forecast been funny, but guess what? We're going to bring back the funny with some sunny. You dig what I'm saying? Catch that on the way home.
Hey! And I have to say, I thank both of y'all for coming in and, hanging out with me on a Sunday, I just really want to thank both of y'all. And I have to say, first of all, Mr. Ken Mills, you know, we've been knowing each other since Ryan middle school days.
Whoa, JD Ryan, stand up. Hey, all y'all cubs, y'all need to be standing on y'all feet right now. This is what happens when destiny manifests itself.
Hey, and they need to make sure that they download that High Volume Music Live app on Facebook and Google Play Store.
Hey,
Because, you know, we not your average radio station. We might be
Clear the space.
grassroots, but when I tell you we bring the hits, we bring the hits, okay? We bring the hits to you. We always got it going on. And, you know, we're not that radio station that's going to sit there and play the same 10 songs every hour. You're going to get a little bit of funk. You're going to get a little bit of rock and roll. You're going to get a little bit of gospel. You're going to get a little bit of everything every day, all day long. And I tell you one thing, you don't have no songs repeat on this radio station. I tell you that.
and these are facts.
It sounds like I need to be on this radio station as much as I jam.
Hey, look here. Just understand, the process has progress. And mustard seed gang, we in the building. Trust me, the seed has been planted, bro.
That's right. And I'm going to tell y'all about manifestation. See, right now I'm drinking water.
Oh,
You
man.
know why? Because on Thursday I ain't going to be fat no more. I done spin a bag like a woman, put some on their behind, I put some on my abs. I'm coming out. I got a 6-pack coming
Hey,
on
he switching up
Thursday.
on us, y'all. We can't call him Big Ken no more.
No, small kid. Not Big Mac, but like on Punch Out, Little Mac.
Here we go. Now he gonna have more jokes.
Well, all I got to say is this, you know, make sure that you tap into a little bit of that vegan lifestyle while you're talking about,
There you
you know,
go.
slimming down, get back into that plant-based life, because that's what I'm about to do, right?
See,
Yeah.
she gotta always be a guru. Hey,
But we
What's the
all
cool?
organic at my house. So my wife despises Fiesta. See, cause Fiesta, why every time you go on Fiesta smell like feet and balls?
okay, you got a point. Okay. Why is that though?
I'm kind of scared that you get close enough to know what feet and balls smell like. That's the real.
If you
Yeah,
ever
talk
been to
about-
jail, you ever been to jail, you know what
Shout out to Harris County. You feel me? I know y'all might be listening. If y'all ain't listening, tell CEO to turn on the website. You feel me? She can turn it in from 7 to 9. Y'all need to start listening to this here. So when y'all get out, y'all got the game plan together. But yeah, we done been there. We ain't always been, you know, put together. You feel me? We done been somewhere. You feel me? And that's how we know what feet and balls smell like. 'Cause
Oh.
that shit stink.
Hey,
In
Alright.
the county, you know what it is.
All right, okay. So since you
That
talking about
part.
a grocery store, right? So we can give y'all a little bit of business news, right? On the news, they've been talking about lately how a lot of these meat pack manufacturers, a lot of their workers and stuff are coming down with COVID-19. Have been exposed to COVID-19.
Wow.
You know, has that changed y'all eating
Yeah.
habits and changed y'all minds in regards to
Yeah.
you know where you buy your food and the quality?
Most definitely, because, yeah, I'm trying to eat more vegetables now, because I don't want none of that meat, you know, that got the COVID, possibly, maybe even so. I don't want none of that.
Well, on you know what I'm waiting on? I'm waiting on the FDA, you know, to come out, Food Drug Administration to come out to say that, you know, the COVID can last on some pork chops for about 2 hours. That's what I'm waiting on. What about y'all?
Nah, we going vegan.
But see, if you look at Contagion, remember on Contagion that bat had excrement that dropped off into the pig pen.
You gotta go
Then
back.
they took the pig, they cut the pig open, and he touched the pig blood, and then shook the woman's hand. Then the woman came back over here, had a affair. Then they spread the whole germ to everybody.
See what happened when you in a wizard circle?
All
Charlotte's
I'm,
Web.
all I'm saying is I've been seeing this here, and that's why we don't eat no pork. I told my mama, don't eat no ham hock, don't put no pig's feet out there,
Okay.
and we sure ain't eat no chitlin.
All right, but
Ah.
I can't. Okay, I'm not. I'm gonna be transparent. I just had some chitlins probably like last week.
You got the COVID.
No, what happened was I got on the treadmill and I sweated it out.
I don't know if that's possible.
It's not pop. Y'all don't think, nigga? I still got my taste and I can still smell.
Yeah. But see, you could be asymptomatic and give it to
There you go.
folks.
See, there you
And
go.
be Agent Zero and don't even know it.
Why
look
y'all
look
let-
at Magic Johnson.
He
Okay.
Oh,
See,
here we
Magic
go.
Johnson.
Here we go.
Look.
This is what happened when you get comedians in the studio. This is what
I
happened.
seen the
This is what
picture.
happened.
I seen the picture where Isaiah Thomas had kissed Magic Johnson, but he kissed him. He was kissing him for like 10 years.
Oh man,
Straight.
that's that 80s.
And then when he caught it, they weren't friends no more. He started talking down on him. But see, I think that Isaiah had got it, but he got some medicine. Because he had quit basketball too.
Well, what about Magic? He ain't got it no more.
He fat. He got the reverse age.
See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about?
They flip flop shit.
That's flip flop.
See, this is what happened when you have comedians in the studio and, people that you grew up with in the studio, they crack jokes.
And I'm not a comedian. That part.
And I just want to say that here at High Volume Music Radio.
Hold up. Shout out to Ant Boogie for giving us the opportunity to do what we do.
Hey, Ant
You understand
Boogie in the building. Ant
How about
Boogie.
Music Radio? Salutes. Yeah. Hey, come on in here. You can
Come
get on
on
my.
in here, Ant Boogie. Come on in here.
Hey,
This
how
cuz
y'all
right
doing?
Yeah, that cuz up right here.
You're doing a wonderful job. What's up, babe?
Cuz say, man, y'all kids got to do something. I need y'all to value y'all time. I need to
That's
give y'all a
right.
platform, and he done gave us a platform
That's
here
right.
at High Volume
We
Music
we
Radio.
working on having more shows once this COVID is over.
Boom,
And
So
I
I'm talking
concur,
to
this
people.
is nice.
boom.
And you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh.
We had to slow down
Yep.
because we building stuff out. We putting carpet in here, big old conference table.
Six
type.
Yes.
month plan. 6-month plan.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Hey,
6-month
A
plan.
nice AC unit.
Oh, and
AC
hey,
Kid
unit.
Mills.
that's
Hey.
right.
oh, this she coming in, man.
This
We
she coming.
got to get us a show together for him.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to you
okay.
about
Back
that.
at High Volume Music
Let's do that.
Live when it
See?
opens
See?
back up.
Yeah.
You see what happened?
Yeah.
When family come together, man, it's like a
We
family
gonna make it
reunion.
do what it do.
This ain't even a show no more.
And Candace, I'm proud of you. I've been listening to your show. Doing a great job.
Boom,
Great job.
boom.
Wonderful.
Thank
We
you.
love you, big sis.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes.
and I tell people all the time, it's kind of like the reason why I wanted this show on High Volume Music Radio is really to give back to the people.
Yeah.
And, I want to make sure that people are informed. I want to make sure that people know what they're dealing with business-wise. And I want to introduce entrepreneurs to the community that
Yeah.
maybe otherwise wouldn't get that shine or that spotlight.
Yeah.
That's really the reason why. And I'm glad that High Volume Music Radio is my home. So since y'all
I
are
am
listening
too.
out here, I want to make sure that everybody download the app, High Volume Music
ASAP.
Radio.
Do it right now. Do it right now. Do it right now. Give me another applause. Give me another applause.
You need another one, Chris.
Give me another. Yes. Because guess
I'll
what?
see y'all. Take
Guess
it
what?
easy.
Just like she giving out roses, and this girl here gives out roses to me every day. I gotta give my CEO. This is my CEO. Even though I'm a CEO, this is my CEO. This baby right here is a godsend. Nothing but an angel. My big sister. She ain't even been my big sister since January the 1st.
That's it.
You understand me? This is how spirits move. Because if you know me, you know I'm a spiritual dude. And I only rock with the best. That's why you see this one right here to my right. And this one right here doing what she do. And she ain't have to bring me on here with Big Bro. She didn't. This is what CEOs do.
That's right.
So therefore, you need to go tap into Joseph Consulting Firm, the page.
Hey, shout out to Joseph Consulting Firm.
Give us some round of applause. Hey, cause when we get to the arena status, we don't need y'all hitting our phone talking about can we get in. It's gonna be closed. Ain't no more stipends. Ain't no more free tickets. We gonna produce some shows. We gonna produce some films. We gonna produce music.
Yes.
Everything.
That's correct.
If you don't fly with us right now,
Mm.
this is what Savage Savages say. You're gonna get flown over. Spread your wings, nation. You dig me?
Ooh.
Alright, go ahead, host.
Can I put some sauce on that?
Okay, all right.
Drip
Can you
some.
put some sauce on it?
All
Okay,
right.
drip.
Now,
Let's go.
We talking about businesses reopening.
Yes.
So like I said, I produce my own shows. I have a
Word
venue that I produce all my shows from called the Library in the 103rd Ward at 2612 Sky Street. Me and the owner in partnership, I run all my carpeting through there. So once it reopens, we already got plans to have sanitation stations.
Boom.
We're gonna have everything cleaned up, and I'm talking about it's one of the nicest environments that you could possibly be. It's catered out to the audience because number one, it's intimate. The artists that's gonna be there gonna be top of the line artists. Also, I produce everything, and it's all my baby on the World of Comedy 5 Entertainment. What I pride myself on is making sure that the comedian is taken care of, because as a comedian, I understand that we undervalued for our craft and our talent.
Right on.
So I make sure I pay them. I make sure I give them the first class treatment.
Oh, he do pay. Hey, let's get this understood. He is not one of them stingy people, you feel me? If you help out, he gonna bless you again. Cause guess what? He be blessing. He is a
That's the
blessing.
reason why I wanted Ken on the show, because a lot of people are thinking about services and products, but they forget about the entertainers too.
You see, you have to look at your capital. So what your capital is,
Talk business, Ken.
because that's what I'm gonna get to that too.
Talk
Because I got a
business.
different life too.
I want that.
All right.
I want it. Bring it to the
All right.
high volume radio listeners. Let's go.
All right. So your capital, as being an entertainer, you're only strong as the talent that you have with you and your reputation. Once your reputation is tarnished, it's gonna be hard for you to get the right folks. So you're gonna have to pay too much to get them.
Right on.
So what we do, we take care of them. Then also we take care of the consumer. Meaning we're not gonna put out a poor product. Cause most of the time, okay, think about it. When somebody walk up to you and say, I got a play or I got a comedy show, you expect to sit in the place and watch some type of cringe-worthy show that somebody just threw together, and then you supposed to smile and say okay and walk off. Nah, we got merch.
Cool.
I'm talking about we got a live DJ.
Always.
We might have a band.
We gonna have that.
And we're gonna have a top of the line comedy. I'm
Most
talking about from beginning to end. It don't even matter if we have somebody that's brand new, they gonna bring the fire. Because that's what we bring.
All
That's
we
what
know
we
is heat.
stand on.
All we know is heat. We don't know nothing else. We from Texas.
And look, somebody tried to say something about being mediocre. Hey, look, Mr. Mo told me back in 91, ain't no mediocre.
Nah.
It's either up or down.
Hey,
I don't wear the bow tie like he did, but I put on the fitted
Look
same
here.
time.
we stay custom fitted, you understand me?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it ain't no mediocrity in our bloodstream. If it ain't hard, stay your ass home. I'm sorry, Auntie. I'm sorry, Auntie. Grandma, my mom.
This is why
I'm
I
sorry,
love
y'all.
them. This is why
I ain't mean to cuss.
You know
I ain't
what?
gonna cuss no more.
But this is the reason why I love my crew, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say, okay, well, you know, okay, you the Joseph consulting firm, yes. You the radio personality.
Y'all looking at her
business
team
knowledge,
now.
broker hour, right? Here at High Volume Music Radio, yes. But at the same time, when you are the head of the ship, you have to have the first mate. You got to have somebody that know how to shovel that coal and get that steam engine running.
Hello.
You know, you have to have that. And with my production team and the things that they're doing now for me in regards to, you know, being on the YouTube space, I'm still trying
Shout
to...
out to Gregory
Shout out to
Joseph.
Gregory Joseph on that, because
My movie editing extraordinaire.
it's crazy because, you know, I'm a person, I don't care what time of night. My team have an idea, we're going to flush it out. I don't care if it's 1, 2
Man,
in
she
the
can call
morning.
me at 2 o'clock in the morning. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Hey, we work 24/7. She calls me at 2, 2:30, 3 o'clock. Hey, so
I get some sleep sometimes.
what? No, you don't. You like me. 15 minutes, we good.
Good enough. I mean, I have to say, you know, even with me now being, you know, blessed to have a team around me and a team of people that actually have, you know, my best interests at heart, it gives me, you know, great comfort in the fact that I can go to bed a little bit earlier. And, you know, I'm still working on my dating life, but, you know, I'm getting around to it, right?
Which not gonna happen. She's not gonna go to sleep earlier, and her dating life is not a problem because she's the guru.
I'm the guru.
And check me out. All I'm saying is, don't bring no negative energy. I will have to handle that. Don't bring my boss no stress.
Hold on. He fit a whole.
Even
how
though
to
I'm a
date-
CEO.
How to date the CEO one-on-one class. I'm kind of scared.
Even though I'm the CEO of my company,
Yeah.
don't bring my boss as the CIO of her company. Look here, we don't need none of that. Don't bring her no stress. If you ain't loving, we shoving.
Hey! Well, on that note.
That
My
part.
wife shoved me at the house. That's why I'm here.
Shout out to Latricia, man. Hey, hold up. Hey, sis.
You always
Sis.
want to shout out to the spouses.
Sis.
She kicked me at the house. She said, look here, man. I am tired of you, man.
Hey, that's one reason why he go live and go hard on Thursday.
All you do She say all you do is spin records.
Looking ass.
Who you think you is?
Big Huggy Bear.
DJ Quick?
No, this
Jimmy Walker?
okay. We gonna have to call him Lil Huggy Bear come Thursday.
Look back.
Look, we can't call him Big Huggy Bear no more. It's Lil Huggy Bear.
All right. But see, this is the thing, right? Being the CEO and being the host of the show, Business and Knowledge Broker Hour. I still want to talk a little bit business. We crack some jokes, we laughing, but I want to talk some business on a real tip.
Run it.
But I just kind of want to know, like, how do you guys realistically feel about what's going on in regards to the reopening? How do you guys feel as consumers? How do you guys feel as CEOs? Like, tell me how you feel about it as being a CEO. Tell me that part.
Can you go ahead?
I would say from my perspective, if you don't plan, that means that if you don't prepare, you're going to be failing anyway. So already what we're doing is we strategize and we're like, okay, so if we do reopen, we can expect a light audience.
Okay.
So with that light audience, can we bring something more to stimulate the people? Can we add different things to the menu that they would like? Could we have like, can we bring a different concept?
Right.
So I'll unveil this right now because I'm currently working on it. I'm going to do a roast battle.
Oh boy.
With a $500 pot.
Ooh, can I get in on that?
With a $500 pot.
So we need
It's
to
gonna
have
be
the chicken
10
roasted
people.
on the side.
10 people. Now, I'm gonna handpick these people from whoever want to get down, and we gonna select the top 10 of those people. We're gonna put them in the ring, 5 matches apiece,
Boom.
1-on-1. I'm not gonna judge, but I'm gonna have celebrity judges sitting there and they gonna judge.
Facts.
They gonna have their vote, and then the crowd gonna have their own vote. So ain't no way that you gonna be able to bring people and think you gonna get the money. It ain't gonna work like that. Now you bring them, they gonna pay to get in. That's money.
Hey, and we ain't even talked about this we ain't even talked about this in the message.
Well, all I know is this. If you having a battle, I just want to know, are we talking like 8 Mile, 8 Mile Eminem,
I'm
spaghetti on a t-shirt kind of battle? What kind of battle are we talking about?
I'm talking about 1-on-1, no holds barred, X-rated wildin' out.
Hey, get
So-
your mind right.
Oh, okay.
If you say you about that funny and you say you about that money, get your heart right.
Cause that 500, so guess what? We're gonna bring that purse up. The reason why I set that purse at that price is because number one, a lot of us been out of performing, and then number two, to make it competitive. So how it look like I'm gonna have you come up there for $100?
Yeah.
You stay at home for $100.
Give you something to work for, folks.
I'm gonna give you a paycheck.
Y'all say this about business right now, huh? Let's talk business.
You gonna barbecue a meal, dude?
Sink or swim, my brother.
Well, challenge. He done put the challenge out there. Hey, give a Ken Mills. Hit him up on Facebook. Get a part, get in on the action, okay? If you are a comedian out there, or if you're somebody like me that crack very dry Seinfeld-like jokes, get in on the action. Because, I honestly can say for $500, I might get out there and do a couple of jokes. I don't really know any, but I could try real hard, and I don't know, I might regress back to my triggered elementary school days when people
Go
used to crack
ahead,
jokes.
tap into that circle. See, that's the beauty of comedy. See, sometimes you gotta go dark to bring to light. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta, if you're not being transparent, what are you doing to the public?
I just talk about people's lifestyle. I just read people, because, growing up the way I grew up, I can read a person in probably 5 minutes and know what their whole readout is.
Give me about 2.5 and I'll let you know what's good.
And then after that, we just start striking. And it ain't... So, I dig Seinfeld jokes. Actually, one of my major influences is Larry David.
Oh yeah, Larry David is funny. Okay.
Because I don't care. But I'm more apologetic than him. I think he don't know what he doing. I know exactly what I'm doing.
Oh no. See, and that's the crazy thing about this guy right here. Going back to our upbringing, we are methodical. If you don't know what you're doing before you do it, why are you doing it? That's the question. So if you don't have a plan, especially if you're a huge man, shout out to Hugh Apparel, You feel me? Coming out, you know what I'm saying? We got some products coming. If you're not a huge man with a plan, go bury yourself.
Okay. All right. So we talking about plans, right? So I want to get y'all opinion a little bit about something that I've been kind of keeping in touch with in regards to news stories, right?
Talk to us.
So, like I said earlier in my earlier segment, how a lot of people feel like as being business owners to open back up that the consumers feel like they are guinea pigs in an experiment. And with that said experiment, they're basically saying, and this is one business owner, right, from a state that I'm gonna, I'm not gonna say the name of the state, right?
No states.
No states. Okay, they said no one knows enough about this virus to choose yes or no, what's safe and what's not safe. It puts me in a situation that I don't even know if I'm ready to be in. Now that's a business owner.
Brother, go ahead and tap on that right quick.
So that's the truth. Also, you have to look at the SBA PPP program that's out there for the small businesses, businesses that are under 500 employees. So think about it. Every financial institution or their financial institution that they're currently working with, they're applying for this money. And you could say probably 60% of them may not get it.
That part.
Well, a lot of people don't realize also with that, the payroll protection program administered by the Small Business Administration, that it's only $1,000 per employee.
Right.
Is it 1,000? I mean,
it's 1,000.
Because at the end of the day,
it's 1,000, but they add in, okay, you get so much per employee, and then they also look at, okay, if you have leases and things like that, they want you to, have enough. They'll give you enough money to pay that as well. But technically, on the employee side, is one. So if you're someone who's self-employed, and
shout out to the self-employed, man.
There
I
you
know
go.
y'all holding y'all bootstraps up, man. Keep on keeping on, you dig?
But this is the thing. This is the reason why on my show I went through that CARES Act cover for cover. And I told people, okay, well, a lot of times people are getting denied, not so much about what they put on there, but about what they leaving off.
Right.
And it's people need to run back to work, and even the business owners are like, okay, well, we want to open up, but how do we know it's safe with these consumers coming in?
Hey, but on some real talk, because I had to kind of delve into the unemployment situation, the unemployment system, and if you don't file, you won't know where you stand. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say that right there. If you don't file, you might as well file to see where you stand, instead of not filing and not knowing that you was possibly able to get something. Because I know a lot of people pocket watching around here for me, but look, if you file something, you just might get some transparency.
You never know. Okay, so this is something else that I thought was kind of interesting, right? Like one business owner in Columbia, South Carolina, basically put online this week. She, talked about her company and what she do, but she said that right now between carry out, make sure I got it right, curbside and online sales, that technically she's only making 40% of her revenue. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, okay, if people look at, brick and mortar locations, they have to turn their businesses around. And for right now, what she's projecting for the rest of the year, if it stays the way that it is in regards to the phase out openings, she's only going to make 40% of her revenues.
Okay, which is only to an extreme is fair, because you have to look at, you are an employer. Okay. Number one, you are an employer. Number two, you have employees. So the 60-40 split is only fair because you still want to take care of the people that's upholding your brand.
Yes.
To its standard.
Okay.
As well as you're not trying to just get full off of who you have working with you.
Okay, so this is my argument with that, right?
Okay.
Even though she's making 40% of her estimated revenues, them bills still gonna come in at 100%. She can't pay 40% of her bills,
But
right?
this is what we have to evaluate when we go into starting our own businesses, though.
Well, I mean, we talked about it before. You and I talked about it.
Overhead.
Yeah, and we talked about it before in regards to clients. Every client should have an emergency contingency plan. You know, I always tell every business owner you should have more than one bank account and more than one bank.
Right.
Okay, you should have your operating budget, operating account, and you should, you know, have your payroll account, and you should have some business savings. I always tell every client that, right?
Right.
And this is what I tell the listeners here at the Business Knowledge Broker Hour with Candace Joseph here on High Volume Music.
Mm-hmm.
Plug, right? So,
Drop it.
I mean, we have to realistically look at that. Think about it, like, utility companies, oh, okay, we're not going to shut you off until May 13th. But then when May 13th come, they're going to want all their late fees. They're going to want everything. And I mean, and even, okay, I have to shout it out. I'm shouting out to landlords right now.
They want their money right now.
A lot of people, and this is the thing, when this first happened and I was on air and I was talking about the CARES Act and all that, I had to actually tell people, hey, you need to pay your rent.
Yeah.
Reason being is because apartment complexes have a payroll, they have an operating, budget, they have expenses, and depending on what luxury in the sky you stand in, they still paying a mortgage on the land and building and fixtures and, appliances in which you utilize, but you don't pay rent. So I give a shout out to the people that have been taking partial rent from business owners and partial rent from individuals.
But see, this goes back to being transparent and being 100. You as a tenant know what your landlord is doing for you. If they say, okay, hey, we're gonna give you a little time, to figure everything out. Come on now. It's called social behaviors. If you don't know me, if you ain't been on my Facebook, social behaviors is something that I'm paying attention to very, very strict right now. Because at the end of the day, you as an individual know what you can do, and you as an individual know what you can't do. Communication. If we're not communicating with each other, what are we doing? If you can't communicate to your landlord like, hey, I'm waiting on, this stipend to come in, or I'm waiting on this to come in, and be honest. Honesty is everything. If you can't be honest with your landlord, you need to be evicted.
Can I add on?
Oh yeah, you can add on to that.
So the way I was raised, my dad always told me this.
Hey, shout out to Pops.
Already.
I watched him as a mentor, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even know it.
He told me, he said, don't move out the house unless you got 4 months rent. What month we on in quarantine?
Wow.
2.
And we already crying. We already late.
Huh?
We already late.
Talk about it.
And you got a business.
Talk about it.
And you got a business providing services for folks.
Talk about it.
And we don't have no cachet that we can go get.
They excused you for a month.
So basically, what we done did is we live in month to month like we regular people, middle class. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I done went through that. But what I'm saying is, you running a business, you're a business owner.
Right.
How can you stay solvent if you waiting for the next check?
You can't.
You need to have some cachet put up, a little bit of breathing room so you can operate.
Okay.
And then also have you a flexible model where you can make moves.
All right.
Look at it. This is the difference.
Now
Make
I
a
want
plan
to talk
for
on
him.
that.
Make a plan for him.
No. I
So
want
what
to
you
talk on
saying?
that.
What?
Explain that like you're talking to a fourth grader.
So
Make it
this is
clear.
the difference.
Make it clear.
Just oxtails versus turkey leg.
Oh boy! Hey! Shout out to my boy Lynn. Lynn, I'm proud of you, my boy. Hey, you know what it is.
So when
Lynn.
you look at just oxtails say that first month we need help. Right or wrong?
Yes,
No
sir.
slight, no shade to them, but that's what happened
That's what happened.
on social media, in the media.
Pay attention though.
Then the next move we got,
Catch this.
turkey leg her.
Uh-oh.
Say, I got 2 food trucks. I'm gonna take one to Spring, one to Humble, and I'm still gonna have my one on Alameda.
Cause we about this business.
So it's all about, look, you have a brand, You known for excellence. You known to give a certain item to perfection, and people want it.
What?
They gonna come get it.
I'm just saying.
But people not gonna give you nothing.
I go get a turkey leg before I go get me an
pace.
oxtail. I'm just saying.
I'm not knocking nobody. All I'm saying is what was seen
Quote
on
me
social
on this.
media
No, quote me on
on
this.
both accounts.
No, I got you.
Because I know that as black business, can't talk down, but I'm just saying what I
I ain't
said.
talking down on
No. Oh, okay, so
I'm going to get me a turkey leg. It's healthier. I'm
Well,
just saying.
all I have to say is this, okay? For those that are listening in
Shout
other
out to
states,
Lynn.
for those that are listening in other states right now, and I see you guys are going nuts online, right?
Hey, Lucretia.
What we're talking about, what
What up,
Ken
sis?
is talking about is, he's talking about 2 different restaurants here that are located in Houston that happen to be black owned.
Facts.
Now, we also have to remember at the same time, they also service 2 different demographics.
No,
Nope.
they don't.
They do.
Talk to me.
They do.
The guru
Okay,
the guru always had to settle me down.
Okay,
Talk
so
to me,
this is the
guru.
reason why I say you have to look at a restaurant that's, okay, both of them are operating, right? So-called operating.
Facts.
One is in trouble,
Very much trouble.
very much trouble, but I've never seen them with a food truck. I've never seen them more than 5 people in their dining area at one time. So you have to understand, if a business decides to crowdfund in order to save their company, they were in trouble before COVID-19.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
So that's
But wait, that's my point. So it's kind of like when we talk about businesses, and I said it from the start, anybody that's starting up a business, you need to have, once you start making a profit, you need to put that profit in some type of reserve. And it goes for businesses the same as it goes for individuals. You can't you can't keep up with the Joneses. Just like people say, you can't live without
Shout
your
out to
means.
the Jones family, because y'all know y'all Jones sisters are
There we go.
Hey,
Okay,
I'm an original
but
Jones.
hold on. This is my point.
That point.
When you're a business owner, you have to take everything into account. Okay? You can't sit there and say, okay, well, this company is trying to crowdfund to save them, but then look at this conglomerate. Okay? But in a way, we have to understand the price points are different. I have never been to just Oxtails and spent $100 and had to make a $100 reservation online in order to have a seat in a restaurant to sit outside in the heat underneath the tent and eat my food.
It's called wait.
No.
We talking
Can
I
about
catch
business.
this?
Can I catch this?
No.
Wait.
We talking about
Let me get
business.
this one.
But
It's called.
but that is the smartness of marketing, and to also make
Okay,
people
come
feel
on,
as if
come on.
they are added value by having to be placed on a reservation list.
And
Okay?
in the economical world, it's called supply and demand.
This is true.
So therefore, if I, as a business owner, bring up my demand and I supply, it is not my fault. Because aspects to turkey leg,
Yep, but we gotta talk about quality too, though.
But I'm gonna say
So
this.
to me, I look at it 2 businesses. I look at it from the standpoint of these are 2 businesses. One been in business longer than the other. The other people have more marketing.
Support.
They have more support, but they have more marketing. And you also have to look at that demographic.
So
it's
whose
younger.
fault is that?
That demographic
Somebody
is younger.
has to step up. Somebody has to step up.
But I will say
But
this.
no contingency plan for any business is a fail.
So
regardless.
I will say this. So the bottom line, both businesses serve food that African Americans or those that seek out to have an African American experience will go to.
Which is the market point.
Now, what I will say is this. I can't really gauge the service from both of them, like compare.
Have you eaten it? Have you eaten it just oxtails?
But
I have not eaten at neither one
But
of
it
them because
doesn't-
my
it doesn't-
wife cooked better than all of them.
there you
That
go.
part.
But
Bam, 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 bam.
applause once again.
I'm eating at home. That
Okay,
part.
but this is the thing. That's the whole thing. So that's the whole point.
Lucretia,
in-
can I get some pork chops with some smothered?
See, there you go.
With
That's what
some
happens.
smothered
But
bread?
That's what happened when you had comedians. But hold on. But let me make my point. My point is this. if you are a business owner, you should always have an emergency contingency plan, just like you should always have an emergency staff. Basketball teams have it all the time. They got their A squad who gonna go in, they top five earners, top 5 scorers. But then you got your B and you got your C squad too, and even your D squad. Okay,
Facts.
so at any given time, anybody can put points up on the board when given the opportunity. Now, in this case, when we talk about 2 business establishments, it just basically shows how one had a contingency plan that they put in place soon. We have another business that was probably already in trouble, barely holding on, and did not have a contingency plan or funds. Those are 2 different things.
So is that my fault?
No, it's not your fault, but this is the whole vibe about it. Okay, so if you said supply and demand, to me I look at quality. Because I done been to restaurants and I done paid $200-$300 for a meal off
Supply
time.
and demand.
But
so
I'm all about quality.
So therefore, your quality is a demand.
For my money?
No. Break it down. Break it
I
down.
got you.
Break it down.
I'm just cracking a joke.
When I go to when I'm saying, okay, hey baby, we finna go to such, I'm not about to suggest to my queen a mediocre spot. Because number one, she gonna look at me sideways when we go in there, and they etiquette, they customer service, they presentation is not what it is she expected. So that goes to demand.
So
now, hold up, let me speak. So therefore, I know that Turkey Leg, they've been marketing, they've been showing crawfish, they've been showing drinks. They've been showing wines.
Yes.
They've been showing this. They've been showing that. They've been in the
Anticipating
news. That's the demand.
Yes.
Why am I not getting that same exposure, doing very much the same thing that they are doing? Because at the end of the day, we are reaching out to our community, correct? Boom. So therefore, if Turkey Leg Hut is reaching out to their community and they are appeasing everything that we like about our ethnicity, our heritage, everything else, what are we doing? What are we not doing that can bring that same energy?
Okay, so one thing I have to say is I don't know if my ancestors had turkey legs in the bush.
Oh, they did. Oh, trust me, they did. Just like they had chillings, they had turkey legs.
So to me, so we're using 2 business names here, and I want to make sure I put this disclaimer out here. Candace Joseph of the Business
We love both of y'all.
Hour here at High Volume Music Restaurant is not getting paid to advertise either business or to downplay any business. Basically, we're just comparing 2 name brands here that are locally here in Houston.
Unless you email savvysavagesuniversity@gmail.com, and we will come and test both of y'all meals, and we'll let y'all know what's good.
I mean, I'm even up for going there and broadcasting live on Sunday.
That part.
I mean, I'm cool with that, and truthfully, I'll do that for anybody's business, so it don't matter. You can have a car wash, I'll stand there and support. Okay.
We will do that.
But go ahead, Ken, because I want Ken to talk about this. I want you to talk about this business wise before I get into the nuts and bolts of lack of a plan.
So I'll tell you this. When I first set out, I was like 16, 17 years old with a computer business. I've been in IT for the last 23 years. I'm at a high level at what I do. I can't really speak on what I do because it's secret.
No.
But my business model for my comedy and what I really wanted to do, I looked at Timmy Chan. And I'm going to tell you.
Shout out to Mark on MLK in South Wind, you feel me? On MLK in South Wind.
So Timmy Chan is a local food restaurant where they have more than one chain here in Houston. And they sell, it's fast food. And it's like fast, I guess you could say Chinese food. I guess that's the kind of word, even though they're mostly known for their chicken wings, right?
Oh yeah, chicken wings and their rice and gravy. But what I will say is this. On any given day, you could ride down MLK and you could pass by Mal Media and MLK and you'll see a line out the door.
True.
And number one, they don't do any advertising, no terrestrial advertising. I don't even think they have a website.
They don't.
But what they do have they maintain the same quality over and over again. Now that's from varying views, but most of us hood people, we love the Timmy Chan. I love the Timmy Chan. My wife tell me don't go to Timmy Chan because I got high blood pressure and diabetes, but I bucked the system and I pay for it, you know. But like I say, with any business, if you could get that, if you could get a customer base that will return, that is revolving, and you keep your overhead low,
sky's the limit.
thank you.
See that? Now Ken Mills just dropped some nuggets. He just gave the listeners of the Business Knowledge Broker Hour some very good tips in regards to business, period, right? So he just said, okay, if you keep your quality high, customers happy, they will become returning customers, which means returning revenue to your business. Keep your overhead low. You know, basically kind of like don't if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, you don't even go and try to put a Band-Aid on it. Don't try to, you know, repaint it, replaster it, redo the outside. He's basically saying, okay, well, if it works, keep with what works. That's one of the things I do whenever I talk with someone and they own a business. That's one of the first things I ask them. What's working for your business and what's not working for your business? So I like what you said about that, okay? Because it's, you know, like I said in the beginning part of my show, the consumer dollars is what floats anybody's business. It don't matter if you have a nail shop, a salon, a masseuse. It does not matter. You can be a wedding planner, event planner. You could be anything. Your customer is the person that supplies your dollars, straight up.
And you have to be responsible as a business owner as well. There's a lot of psychology that goes on to understanding your customer. At the same time, as though you're going for the bag or whatever, you don't want to disrespect your customer. As you alluded to earlier, and I'm not going to mention the business, but to eat under a tent in the heat or wait for 2 hours to get a seat.
That is preposterous.
And you spending an insane amount of money, that's disrespectful. But at the same time, it's psychological because us as African Americans, we want to be put on a pedestal. We want to be at a point where, oh, I'm here.
Right.
I'm an executive. I'm big time.
Talk about it.
I done been here. I'm big time. We was sitting out there. We had 1942. You know, I seen Lil Boosie. You know what I'm saying? Lil Boosie ain't look at me. He can shake my hand. But
I couldn't get a picture of nothing, but
see, that's all about, you know, the need to feel important. Most businesses that are designed to have a demographic for African American, guess what? They key in on this. Why do you think Jordans? People stand in line to get Jordans.
Come on now, King.
Because it's a prestige with having them on your feet.
We wasn't supposed to go there. You did.
It's prestige.
Why would
that
you
we
do that?
want.
Why would you? You was a messy little dude. Hey, okay.
I bought the new Jordans, but I bought them 10 years ago. I ain't gonna buy them no more.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go buy some new Air Force Ones, Air Jordan, the Air Jordan, because it's just something about the structure. It was just right. I mean, the perk, you feel me? We're gonna get that perk. It was just something about the shoes.
Well, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a music break because, you know, I know the listeners here at the Business Knowledge Broker Hour with Candice Joseph here on High Bar Music Radio. They've been listening for a long time of us sitting here chopping it up and giving these nuggets. I hope that the business owners that are watching, they understand. When you're coming back in business from this COVID-19, everything about your business will be scrutinized, down to your customer service, down to how you're handling precautions in regards to COVID-19. They're also going to, scrutinize your sanitation within it, and even your customer service. So definitely take, a hit at those. Make sure you look into that. Make sure you look at that quality over the quantity, because you definitely want, just like Kim Mills said, you want repeat customers, right? So I got to get into a little bit of a music break here, right? So I got Russell Byrd here. He requested a song on our hotline.
Oh, my. Hey, hello. You say Russell?
Mm-hmm. Russell Byrd.
That's my pops.
All right. So, okay.
Hey,
all right,
shout out to
Pops.
Pops for listening in. You know what I'm talking about?
Big Pops listening in.
Don't ever say.
Just send it too.
Don't ever say daddies don't do nothing.
Hey! Well, look.
Cause my daddy listening.
Well, all I
Shout
know
out
is,
to Pop. You
all
heard
I
me?
know is my dad listens, and as soon as I get out there and I get into the
Oh,
car,
yeah, we
5
already
minutes
know.
later, he
We already know
got a
about your
script for
pops.
me for next week's show.
OG
right?
Joseph, what's up?
All right.
I'm ready to shake your hand too.
There you go, right?
Hey.
So we're gonna get into a little, since Mr. Russell Byrd.
OG Rooster.
Oh, okay, so OG Rooster. This
Wow.
is for you, right? We're gonna go and get into a little Tupac for you. Change.
Let's get it.
HighVolumeMusicRadio.com. The business knowledge broker out.
Hey, yo, Guru, you ready?
Business marketing.
All right, so here we are back at the Business Knowledge Broker Hour with Candace Joseph here on High Volume Music Radio. You know, that one right there, that was for OG Pops Russell Byrd. You know, he wanted that Tupac's changes, right? So while I got you guys here, you know, since we got to listen to a little Tupac, let me tell you about the shows here on High Volume Music Radio during the week. We have Blame It on the Boogie with Ant Boogie Monday through Friday, noon to 2 p.m. We have Bring Back the A-Track with Goldie on Fridays from 10 a.m. to noon. And of course, we have the Business Knowledge Broker Hour with Candace Joseph every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. Central Time, bringing you all the business tips, bringing you local entrepreneurs, bringing you organizations, nonprofits, and local happenings, right? All the time. We have Andrew B's Vocal Sounds on Sundays from 4 p.m. to 6. We have the Dr. J Show with Dr. Jennings on Tuesdays from 3 p.m. to 5. Then we have the Soul Brother Show with Christopher Wiley on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. to 9. I just like saying Soul Brother like that.
I love the way you do it too.
So, and then we also have Real Talking Relationships with B on Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m. Okay, so here at, you know, the show tonight, right, on High Volume Music Radio. For our listeners, we've been talking about the cause, effect, and effect of businesses reopening in the phase 1 of, you know, our government system in regards to reopening businesses due to COVID-19, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I got some guests in the studio, right? They're my co-hosts for the night, and they've been my co-hosts for the second hour from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central. I have Pops Byrd in the building.
Wow.
Yes.
Hey man, say man.
There you go. So he is, you know, the CEO of, you know, Savvy Savages University. He's also the Chief Innovative Officer for the Joseph Consulting Firm, and he is also the gentleman who is responsible for my intro music for my show. A lot of people ask, he is it. Okay?
Shit, I ain't want them kudos, but
There you go. Well,
appreciate
you got the kudos. There you go. And, you know, kudos to Greg Joseph. You know, he's my Chief Technical Officer. He's also in charge of production for, you know, the
bro got your edits.
There you go.
Hey, now
business now.
y'all better come holler at us because our edits are out the building.
All right.
Our edits are out the building. Gregory Joseph
There you
got
go.
edits on some
There you go.
real live. What's the name?
And he just do some things that's,
I
you
don't know.
know, he be in his little back cave and
Man.
he just come out and say, okay, I sent you something. I'm like, okay, you know, but that's what it is. And
We
then
the next music group. We the next media group.
There
We
you
the
go.
next movie group. Holler at us.
there you go. So then, of course, we have Mr. Ken Mills, all around comedian, all around business owner, all about the man in the streets. He's about the community. He is the person that will sit there on a Thursday night and play every Houston artist jam, you know, there is, and stuff that you don't even think about from the 90s, the 80s, and I be sitting there like, oh yeah, they did
If
come
Boy
out with
Texas,
that
stand
song.
up.
They did come out with that song. What year was that? And then before I even think it in my head and try to type it into him, he already talking about it.
Yes, sir.
You know, he brings the laughs, he brings the music, and of course, you know, to be on my show, you gotta bring that business knowledge. So thank you, Mr. Ken.
We got heat.
Already, I've been honored to be around y'all and to come in here. I appreciate it.
Come on, man.
But what I would tell you, Timmy Chan.
Oh,
Now, we
Mark.
gonna touch on Timmy Chan. now.
Mark,
Well, let's
I
say you're
need
bringing delivery.
my-
I don't want to name drop too much on that.
I'm not.
No,
I'm not.
Mark.
I'm not
I
gonna
need
do
my
it.
next 5. I need my next 5 orders for free. Mark.
Subgum Ray.
We need
Nah,
some
nah,
sorghum fried rice,
I can't even eat that no more.
What?
and we need a cup of gravy,
Thank you.
and we need some hot out the grease chicken wings.
See,
This
we
is
have
Corey
to
talking
show.
to you, Mark. Mark, this is Corey. Margie Jones' son. Kelso Elementary, South Bank, Texas.
All right, we're gonna make the stop there before he gives out his
Holla.
social security number and address.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do
Okay,
that.
so
But we in the hood. You're
All right.
in Southport, Texas.
So
Stand up.
then you need to go ahead. My show ends in exactly 7 minutes. You might need to go on over there and put in that order so that.
Oh no, we finna get us some gun fried rice and some hot fresh fried chicken wings.
All right.
We going there tonight.
But you know, this is the thing, right? We've been talking about businesses. We've been giving out some, great jewels and tips for tonight. And tonight was a little bit different for us here at How Our Music. Usually we do a Sunday show. We talk about business. I play a few songs. Then we have some entrepreneurs that come on, and I give people the local happenings, right? But tonight, we decided, not to be so much on a serious tip because, people have been inside. Right. And what a lot of people don't realize is that, yes, even though we're in social isolation, as being human beings, we're not built for social isolation.
Social behaviors, guru.
Right, but that's my whole point. We're not built for that. You know what I mean? Some people don't know how to act because
Can I touch on that right quick?
they can't go somewhere and post a picture and get 50,000 likes. They don't know how to behave with that.
May I touch on that right quick?
You go ahead and touch on that. Go ahead.
Okay. Folks, let's get together with this social behavior thing. Like she's saying, at the end of the day, it is a unit market test. They're trying to see exactly how we interact with what they bring. So with social behaviors, it's a pandemic, true enough. We want everybody to be healthy. We want everybody to make it through. We want everybody to see to the next course. But with social behaviors, it's called, if I do this, this will happen. So with them opening up the doors to businesses, to functionings, to people interacting with each other, they also know that there's a possibility that this thing could spread to the very crowd that is doing what they are doing.
Okay, that's true. So think about social behavior, right? So when everybody got that $1,200 stimulus check,
talk about it. We want to spend something.
I mean, which equates to $40 a day per family, right?
That's about it.
I have to say, for me, I was disturbed. I saw people outside of the local Walmart, and this is not a diss to Walmart because Walmart is some they have value too in the community.
Shout
right?
out to Club Waterworld.
So I was disturbed at the fact that I went to Walmart just to get like some legal pads and pens and stuff like that just for my daily work.
Right.
Because Office Depot was closed.
Right.
And I was very upset at seeing the number of people that were standing outside in the parking lot tearing open boxes with television. You know what I mean? And these same people were online talking about how they got their stimulus check, but I didn't see nobody say, "Oh man, I'm gonna go open up a savings account."
Talk about it, sis.
Can I say
Go ahead.
something?
Come on, Ken. That's why you here.
It's all about financial literacy. Okay. Now, if you can't read in real life, how you gonna be able to read with some money? Okay. And it's emotional spending too.
It is emotional spending, and people don't realize that that's the same thing with people doing DoorDash and spending up all their money on DoorDash instead of going to the grocery store.
I am a recovering addict.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
I did step away from the DoorDash button.
Okay, but at the same time, you are right. It is emotional spending because people don't have anywhere to go.
And what's even more crucial is I liken it to like when one of my cousins got out the penitentiary. First thing, he went and got him some fresh Air Force Ones, a white T-shirt from the corner store. He got him some 501 Levi's.
Nigga, that's why he left.
He got him a baseball cap from the corner store that say Texas on now.
It was the 90s when he got locked up.
Yeah. And he got him a whole carton of Newports because he didn't know when the last one was going to go out.
He about to hit a stain.
All I'm trying to tell you, it's ATW. Right now, it's ATW.
All the way out.
When you in jail, they say ATW.
ATW.
When you hear ATW, you
pack your shit up.
Look, you gone.
We free.
You gone.
Nigga, we free.
I have no words right now.
And see, when they out now, see, they told them ATW right now, but they finna pick them up on parole violation. That was
damn. Hey,
Hidalgo just put the parole violation out there on everybody. She said you gotta go back for 30 more days, 15 more days to the 20th.
They got a hole.
Nah, you in the drunk tank right now.
Oh Lord.
You ain't even back on the floor. They didn't even give you no
You in that blue suit.
Yeah,
No,
you in that
bring it
blue
back
suit.
to the business world though, because I don't know about that lifestyle.
No, hold on. We trying to share everything with everybody.
Okay.
But I'll liken
So
it
when
back
you
to
come
the
out-
business.
Okay.
So let me tell you the business. So basically what it is, in order to get a joke from the economy, they say let's open it up. We know we gonna get some record spending right now.
Talk about it.
Hopefully if we can open it up for a week or two,
Mm-hmm.
get a little bit of stable, we can stabilize the economy
There you
by
go.
spending.
Make it plain.
We can raise up our stock market raises. We can try to get some of this money back that we borrowed from the Federal Reserve
Talk
Bank
about
that's
it, Bishop.
a part of no municipality.
Nuggets.
Talk about it, Bishop.
Then, okay, if people died, they died.
Mm-hmm.
They were gonna die anyway. That's what they think. You can
Expendability.
look up Dan Patrick, Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick.
Mm-hmm.
He said that there's things that are more important in life.
Mm-hmm.
And what that means is, okay, he say, I would die to give my grandchildren a better tomorrow than I had.
Oh.
So basically, he like it's a lot of people, older people out there that put themselves on the front line in order for the economy to stay solvent,
Right.
in order for their children to have a stronger economy, which is a lot. All that is
Yeah.
they want the money, okay?
Expendability.
That's
folks.
right. They want the money.
That means you as a unit meaning a number, meaning a count, meaning you count for something. They will expend you if they can alleviate you.
Well,
This is real facts, folks.
I mean, all thing I have to say about it is this in regards to that. I really was hoping, and I think the reason why I had such shock and disappointment on my face is because I was really hoping that when people got that stimulus money that they would share it with the small businesses.
Hell
and
no.
local businesses. And I know that didn't happen. Okay? I know that didn't happen. But I will say one thing, and you guys are welcome and free to come back anytime you want to. You can call in, do whatever you want to on that end. But I was gonna say this
we like in person stuff.
well, that's fine. Come
I don't
back
like
and be
being
in
on the
person.
phones. People be recording me and everything.
Oh, well, we recording you right now, so how right?
No, I'd
So-
rather y'all record me right now because I know y'all recording me than.
Well,
people.
one thing I have to say to this,
Shout out to the conspiracy theories.
I want to thank Ken Mills for being in the building. Make sure you guys check him out. Okay, Ken, tell everybody how they can get in touch with you, because you guys, I got about 45 seconds left on the show. Tell them how they can get in touch with you, Ken.
World of Comedy 5 on Instagram and Ken Space Mills at Facebook.
Boom.
I'm all the way around. You can find me. If you can't find me there, reach out to either Byrd or Candace Joseph and I'll get with you.
All right, you
I'm
ready
gonna
here?
link you up.
All right, okay, so Byrd, tell people how they can get in touch with you.
Alright, so it's simple. If y'all can't spell, y'all finna miss me. At SAVVY SAVAGES UNIVERSITY. Savvy Savages University. All platforms. You put it in, you're gonna see me. If not, go ask my daddy.
Big shouts out to OG Byrd and big shouts out to Greg Joseph Jr. for
Shout out to
being in the
OG
studio.
Old Rooster.
And shout out to you. Thank you.
All right,
No,
thank
hey,
you guys
shout
for
out
being
to Candace Joseph, man.
And
Because
we're
without
gonna
her,
continue this. We're gonna continue this talk.
I wouldn't
next
be
week.
nothing.
But we're gonna continue this talk, right? Because truthfully, when the guy was talking about, how the grandparents were expendable when they lived their life and they could give up their life for their grandkids.
Wait.
Honestly, I thought he was talking about life insurance.
Can I say something right quick?
Real quick.
Shout out to OG Clara Mae Winston. That's my baby.
There you go. Like I said, I thought he was talking about life insurance. So, CEO out.
HighVolumeMusicRadio.com. The business knowledge broker out.
Hey, yo, Guru, you ready?
Business, marketing,